We're back with a bonus conversation you'll only see here on CBS News New York. Mr. Mayor, is this the right time, the real right time to do congestion pricing in the city? Now, the reason I asked that question is in 2019, when they passed the bill, it was before COVID. We didn't think, hey, we're going to work from home. And now people know they can work from home and they don't have to come into the city, and it's hurting your economy. And another reason I asked the question is because Christine Nicholas, who's the head of the Broadway Association, says that 30% of the business that goes to Broadway and the restaurants are people who are driving from places. And they're afraid it's going to decimate the business. Do you think maybe we should put it on pause for a while until we get our feet on the ground?
It's so important. Listen, I support the concept, but operationalizing concepts, we must get them right. We don't want to hurt the economy. We want to deal with the environmental issues. We want to make sure that those who need to drive into Manhattan, it could be anything for medical reason, etc. So it has to be done right. It's unfortunate that New York City residents, who the bulk of the money is going to come from, we don't have the large proportion of input in it. I wish we did. But the way the law was passed, it allowed the MTA, the federal government, we don't have the real oversight that I would love for us to have.
So there's an interesting concept here, Mr. Mayor. So the governor of New Jersey has filed suit. The mayor of Fort Lee, New Jersey has filed suit. Why not the mayor of New York City filing suit to try to get the kind of bill that you want that's not addressing the problems you feel need to be addressed?
Because I still think there's room and opportunities to negotiate with the MTA to make sure during the hearing aspects of this to allow New Yorkers to weigh in and get to the right place. Because conceptually, I support the concept. We have to deal with the traffic. It is hurting business, it is slowing down progress, and it's destroying our environment.
But some people would say that some of the things that have been done for street calming and bicycle lanes and things like that have added to the congestion, because many streets that were 4-lane streets are now 2-lane streets, and on the cross streets, many streets that were 2 are 1, and that does add to congestion.
Now, I don't support that theory. I believe we have the best transportation system in the city. That's my opinion, particularly in Manhattan, where you have cross-town trains, you have north and south trains. We need to encourage people to be on our transit system because it's one of the best, and it's one of the most affordable.
So I've received a number of complaints from our viewers, especially a viewer by the name of Darren Farlow, who writes to me almost every week. I'm sure you understand what that's like. Who wants to know why the NYPD doesn't enforce bike laws. If you go around the city, you see people on bicycles who go through red lights, through stop signs, up a one-way street the wrong way, and they think that that's what the police should be doing. How do you feel about that?
I'm a biker, and I agree with them. It frustrates me when I'm following the bike rules and I see someone breaking the rules. Everyone must follow the rules. That is what the Police Commissioner Caban tells his troops, and I agree with that person that we need to make sure we enforce all rules.
How do you do it? I mean, the police are stretched thin.
And you can do so. You know, you put initiatives in place. You can go out one day in a precinct where you know there are frequent violators, and just that one day do a real enforcement action like we did with the pedicabs.
So when are you going to do that?
They do it every day. You know, we have enforcement taking place.
So what about the idea of putting license plates on bicycles so you could actually know who the bad guy is?
Well, it's actually two things. Number one, there was a rule passed by, I think, Gail Brewer, with those who are riding the bikes, they should have on a delivery worker's vest with a number on the back of it so you can identify when someone is doing something that's improper. We want to implement that and roll it out and get it done.
You think you're going to do it?
Yes, we are.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to put it on your bike? Just kidding. That was a joke. So I'm wondering, what are you going to ask the governor for in the budget?
A number of things. Housing. We need a real housing plan. We have a real inventory problem with housing in the city. Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer put in place a moonshot goal of 500,000 units. Number two, we need mayoral control to continue the success. There's some numbers that are going to come out.
Some big hearings coming up about that.
Yes, and we understand that people should have emotion. The numbers are going to come out, how we are going to show what we're doing in comparison to the state. So we need to continue mayoral control. We need to raise the cap so we can build more, you know, particularly those apartments that were caught in the 421A. So there's a series of things. I had a great conversation with the governor. We believe that
Aren't you asking for money?
Yes, of course. We got to get more money to pay for this migrant asylum seeker issue. This is not only a national problem, it's also a state problem. And we need to really do the decompression across our country. 108,000 cities, states, towns, cities and villages. We need to spread this out the country, and we also need to spread it throughout the state.
So you've said many times that you think that God wanted you to be mayor.
Yes, I still do.
But my question to you is,
yes.
Sometimes when you deal with the problems, you think your God has deserted you?
No, just the opposite. You know, I felt, look over my life, Marsha. You know, look over my life, and prayer works. And if, I'm hoping
you must be on your knees every morning and every night with what's going on.
Even when times are good, I'm on my knees, and I'm thanking God not only when times are good. I'm thanking them in the midst of all of the crises, because that's what faith is.
Do you ever wake up and say, "God, what did you do to me?"
Oh, to the opposite.
I mean, look at all the stresses, the unexpected problems you've had just with the migrant problem.
The most important meetings I had was with those mayors who came before me, and they said, Eric, listen, every administration is going to deal with crises. Just have the focus and fortitude to push through them. Stay focused, grind.
No distractions.
No distraction and grind. You know it.
I've been covering you for almost 82 decades. So my last question to you is this. So do you have a New Year's resolution, or resolutions, plural? Actually, I have two questions.
Yes, to continue to just do self-healing. I think it's crucial. All of us are in pain. We act like we aren't, but COVID took something out of all of us. We're seeing a higher level of drug use, self-medication, depression among our children, and I just want to continue to do the self-healing process that I need to deal with the stress. I am blown away with all that's going on, how at ease and how calm my body feels every day, and how well I sleep.
What do you do for self-healing?
Breathing, meditation, starting my day early, gratitude, understanding that no matter what I'm going through, there's someone down the block or next door that's going through even more.
So when you get up in the morning,
yes,
you say, I'm grateful for?
Yes. I sit,
what?
I put my feet on the floor. First thing I say, I'm grateful that I woke up.
It's always a good thing.
Yes.
You still got your swagger?
I would never lose it. No matter how people write that when he lose some of his swagger, people just don't know me.
And on that note, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Good to see you.
And I wish you a Happy New Year,
yes,
and good luck with Albany.
Thank you.
And thank you at home for joining us as well.